Hi, welcome. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are highly welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you who always tune back to watch my program. May God Almighty bless you. You are free to leave your comment constructively. Like you know, I present to you information across the globe, especially Nigeria to be precise. And today, I present to you another exciting video which we are going to watch together. Now let's watch this video together, then come to my comment section and tell me what you think about the video. You are free to criticize, but constructively, as we watch the video together.
Alliance between Biafra and Ambazonia. I will start with you, Dr. Lawal.
Thank you for welcoming me. My name is Dr. Lawal. I'm from the contraption called Nigeria, but I'm a Yoruba extraction. It is historic and it is phenomenal that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the IPOB, that is the indigenous people of Biafra, and the leader of the Ambazonia, came together today to come and make an historic message, not only to their peoples, but to the entire world. And it's putting the entire world on stage. So they're coming together today to demonstrate the alliance that should have even happened almost 40, 30 years ago, but it's happening now. It's so imperative that we all knew what it meant. And what does it mean to the Biafran people and the Ambazonia? It means they are going to work collaboratively against their oppressors. Who wants to suppress them, who wants to subjugate them, who wants to enslave them and use their resources to benefit themselves. Who are these people? The government of Nigeria, which is the Fulani economic government. And what are they trying to do? To subjugate both the Biafrans, the Yoruba, and every other nation that is constituted in the southern part of this country called Nigeria. So the historic movement of today needs to be recorded. We are putting United States, Britain, and every other nations that might be in support of this contraption called Nigeria on notice that we will not stand for subjugation, for suppression, for oppression, for untimely death of our people. As a Yoruba woman, I knew what has been going on. The sporadic genocide that is going on. They have done it 50 years ago, 51 years ago, with the Civil War. They want to start it all over again. We are not going to take it. We are not going to stand for it. There's nothing wrong in self-determination. And this is what IPOB, Ambazonian people, and the Yoruba people are saying to the federal government of Nigeria. We are not going to be subjugated. Our resources are not going to be in the hands of our oppressors. We are people of commitment. We are people of greatness. And we are not going to be the stool stand or the tail bearer of any country. We are going to stand just as Britain is standing, just as the United States is standing away from Britain. Nobody can tell the United States what to do. Therefore, Nigeria cannot. And I say it again, Nigeria cannot ask IPOB people or the Yoruba people to be subjugated to them or to be oppressed while they are occupying their lands and using their resources. It will not happen. This is the 21st century. We have the right to self-determination, which is one of the congruent, one of the most core fundamentals of human rights. It is our right to self-determination, to support our people, to be progressive, and to do whatever we want with our people, our own government, and use our resources to develop our people and our lands. And the Fulani economy is not allowing that, and that we will not take. So we are putting both the United States and Britain on notice that if they know what is good for them, they better start talking to the Nigerian government, because they are the cause in the first place. This Fulani economy in Nigeria is the cause that Britain wanted to permeate because of their greediness, their wickedness, and their bloodletting. But we are not going to take any more of that. And that's where I stand. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Dr. Mikuz,
yes.
What do you have to tell us? And
Yes,
we need to know your heart, what you think about this alliance between Biafrans and Ambazonians.
Thank you, host. I think these two great leaders are very courageous. I think the inspiration they have is something that has to come from the above. I first will have to thank them for their courage and those that they have put together that are somewhere defending their lands. They made it very clear what the significance of this historic day is. They clearly said it. One, that there's a resolution that nothing on the face of this earth will stop. And that is, these two nations must exist. Because they have taken nothing from anybody. They are asking for nothing for anybody to survive. They just want to let alone, and they are going to liberate their people who have been enslaved for centuries. It's not 30, 40 years ago, 60 years like they said. Anybody that knows the history knows that this goes back for centuries. And those of us here, whether you like it or not, the Ambazonians in the diaspora, the Biafrans in the diaspora, are nothing but British, Fulani, exiled diasporan slaves. We cannot be slaves. They made it impossible and uninhabitable in our God-given land and chased us out here and made us self-slaves. We brought ourselves here, whereas our forefathers of the black in this country were forcibly brought here. I think the history is clear. I think the nightmare today is that we don't have that tool they call TV to be the only source that gives information. If that was the case, we would not be where we are today, and that has been a hindrance. And our Creator has made it possible that everybody is at least a freelance journalist. So they clearly said that Biafra and Ambazonia have been slaves. They have encouraged every Ambazonian and Biafra, wherever you are in the world, to get together and do not relent in their effort to secure our place and go back home where we come from. Both natural resources, both brain, we do have it. We can do what anybody else can do. They have stopped us from doing it, and I agree with them and go with them that we will never, ever, ever allow anything else to stop this, to move forward. So the major significance is they say respect us and we respect you. Respect us as free-born human beings like you. You cannot lord over us again. Our parents died slaves. Our foreparents died slaves. We are slaves. And we have resolved that our own children and future generations will never, ever, ever be slaves. Amen. And these two nations, they said, are going to collaborate and defend themselves and prosper themselves, and then expand by reaching out to countries that will be friends with them. You don't force anybody to be friends with you. So I am very much, happy today that at the long last, those of us who came here to go to school and were forced to be back here, up till now, will have a chance to go free and live free and have our own children to be free. So it's a historic day, and a day that has been immortalized, and it has opened up a future that has never been there before for millions of Biafrans and Amazonians. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Some people may think, considering the population of the indigenous people of Biafra and the population of the Ambazonians, how many millions they are. Some could say they are not big enough, they're not enough number, and all that. And Mazi Ken, you have seen that there are so many countries out there that doesn't even have up to the population we have in Biafra land or in Ambazonia. And then sharing this joint briefing between our nation and Ambazonia, how do you put the population thing to rest when people fear that we don't have a good number in the light of this joint briefing?
Thank you for having me, Maz. You know what? When they're talking about population, I don't see why population should be an issue in this matter. There's a country in Europe, they're sharing border with France. That country is Monaco.
Monaco.
Monaco, their population is, I think, is 39,000 something. They're not even up to 1 million. Norway is, I think, it's about 10 million or something. Belgium is 5 point something million. So, how can somebody say that Ambazonia, their population is too small? You see, this is just a conspiracy theory. They want to lump, just say Africa, they want to lump everybody together. You see, people that have divergent culture, divergent views, they lump them together and call them a content. So dividing Nigeria will benefit everybody. Just like now we and Ambazonia have trying to form an alliance. So this idea says, there's one idea that says divided we fall, united we stand. So by forming alliance with Ambazonia, it will help us to share intelligence. It will help us to share, because when something are pursuing you and pursuing me,
you have common enemy.
So we have to come together to fight our common enemy. And that our common enemy is the Fulanis and the British and some Western countries. So these Westerners, they don't see us as human beings. They see us as animals. So by actualizing the state of Biafra and the Ambazonia, we will show the world that the so-called black, because they call us black and we take it. I'm not black, my body is not black, your body is not black. So how can you tell me I'm black and you're white? There's no human color that is white. There's no human color that is black. So it's all about mentality. So we have to start to reason like human beings. We have to start to think like human beings. So coming together for Ambazonia and Biafra, it will benefit everybody. It will benefit Biafra, it will benefit Ambazonia, and it will benefit Africa. So that's what I say about it.
It will benefit the whole world, the whole mankind,
yes.
Not just Biafrans, not all. It will even benefit the Nigerians,
yes.
Those who will remain in Nigeria. If they are in the end.
Think it this way. Let me come in here. Think it this way. Let's say Biafra, for instance. If Biafra move away from Nigeria and establish our own country, we will have Air Force, we have the military, we have the custom, we have the immigration, we have the road safety. When you combine those together, it will swallow our youths. There will be nothing like unemployment. There will be construction. There will be a foreign investment coming in, just like Duduwa, just like Amazonia. But the way it is now, the Fulanis are dragging everybody back. You see? So those two countries, or three countries, or as many countries as it is that will split from Nigeria, it will help everybody instead of bringing people back.
Okay. Thank you. Father, you've heard what our sister and my two brothers said, and also the briefing from the leader of indigenous people of Biafra and the leader of Ambazonia. What is your take? What do you think should be our next move? Because we are in the new era. It's no longer play as usual for some people. What is your take on this alliance?
Mazi, thank you so much for having me. And I thank God for the opportunity given to these two great emerging nations, Ambazonia and Biafra, to have this joint press briefing. I think this briefing will bring a shockwave to the international community. it will bring shockwaves to Britain, to France, America, because everybody will start panicking. The zoo will start panicking for forming alliance with these two freedom fighting nations. And it will embolden the freedom fighters in both emerging nations. In Biafra, they will now, in fact, they are seeing themselves as a nation already. For seeing these two great leaders having an international press conference. And I think some international media will also carry it in future. So it is significant, and it will make those who have been sitting on the fence to even come out more. And for the Oduduwa brothers and sisters, that will also
embolden,
prepare them into being serious in their own struggle for.
They are serious too.
Well, they are serious in the sense that something is still lacking in the Oduduwa struggle. You see, the zoo is not going to give you your right by begging. You need to take it by force. They have to realize that. They have formed two security groups. Only Omotekun was giving pop action. The new one has nothing. You can't take what belongs to you by begging. Fulani understands one language. Force.
Force. Deadly force.
Deadly force.
Hi, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time or first day of coming across my YouTube channel or seeing my face, you are highly welcome. Herzlich willkommen zu meinem Kanal. Mein Name ist Linda Chukwuezi. Ich komme